Grand Rising. Hi, Shelby. Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. Come in, get comfortable. Grand Rising. Happy Thursday. For my 9 to 5ers, it's almost Friday. For my people who just like the weekend, it's almost Friday. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Welcome to the Daily Vibe with Goddess Ceion. Just take a moment here to cleanse my space. Grand Rising. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, Marie. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. Oh, thank you for the likes so far. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every like makes a difference. Thank you. Grand Rising. Ooh, I was getting a little hot on my finger. Just cleanse my space so we can get started. Welcoming in positive energy on this beautiful Thursday. Grand and glorious rising, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Vibe with Goddess Ceion. I am Goddess Ceion. This is a collective read, and we're going to get started in a minute. With the Daily Vibe, I take one card from my tarot deck, one card from each of my oracle decks, and I put it together for a collective reading for everyone. So sit back, relax, get comfortable. We'll get started in a minute. Grand and glorious rising, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for liking the live. Hammond, are you preparing yourself for that? That's the best way to know if you are, is if you start preparing yourself. And if you haven't started preparing yourself, then start preparing yourself. That's going to let the universe know that you're serious about what you want. Grand and glorious rising, everyone. Come on in. It's not up to whether or not I think you're going to find it. The thing is, are you preparing yourself? Because that's going to be the best way for you to find out, right? Hey, E-Dog. Grand Rising. Grand and glorious rising, everyone. We're about to get started in a minute. Again, this is a collective read. This is a collective read where I'm going to take one card from my tarot deck, one card from each of my oracle decks, and I'm going to put it together as a message for us all. Hey, Ty. Grand Rising. Happy Thursday. Oh, thank you all so much for the likes so far. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I saw a couple shares up there too, so thank you for that. If you think that this is something that your friends or your followers will be interested in viewing, go ahead and share the live with them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so we are going to get started with preparing for the read. So what I do every morning is I hit my singing bowl 3 times, and we take 3 deep breaths together. Oops, sorry, y'all. Moving my tripod. Okay, there we go. And I allow us all to collectively take a deep breath together. Well, 3 deep breaths together. And that way we can better prepare for the message that we are about to receive, correct? Okay, so I want everybody in between each one of them, we're all going to take a deep breath in and a strong exhale out. All right, that'll allow us to be present in this time and space, and to give gratitude, allow us to give gratitude for us being here in this time and space. So thank you again for everybody that is here. I see people moving in and out. So thank you. I appreciate you all for sticking around. And thank you for liking the live. Here we go. Let's get started. So this first dong is going to be for us. Again, just showing gratitude for us all being here. I'm going to take one deep breath in. And one release out. And it's important on those releases to do that will allow you to unclench your jaws and drop and relax your shoulders, okay? So this second dong is going to be us giving thanks for our family, our friends, our loved ones, for us all being able to be here in this time and space together. So thank you. And our last dong is just going to be us giving thanks to our source, spirit, the Holy Spirit, God, whatever name it is that you call that spirit, or you call your source, or you call it the universe, or Jah, Allah, whatever name it is that you call it, whichever way you label it, you fill in that blank. This is again just us giving thanks and gratitude for us being here. All right. Ooh, that was awesome. Hope you all enjoy that. And like I said, that's just to allow us to all be here and be present in this present moment, so that we can better receive the message that we're about to receive. So what I like to do while I shuffle my deck, so that y'all are not just looking at my desk here, I'm going to put up a question, and I want you all to, one, tell me where you're from, and then answer the question. Grand and glorious rising. Happy Thursday. Again, thank you all so much for being here. So I'm going to put my question on the screen. Let's see. I want to do that one. Okay, this one is a good one. Okay, Louisiana. Hey, cousin. I'm from New Orleans. Anybody that come on my lives and they from Louisiana, I'm calling you my cousin. I don't care if you're from Shreveport, Lafayette. I don't care. You could be from Central Louisiana. Hey, cousin. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for this amazing gift. Thank you for allowing me to share my gift with the collective. I come to you today humbly, gracefully, and gratefully asking for one card message for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, BR in the house. Hey, cousin. Thank y'all again for liking the live and sharing with your people if you have. I appreciate it. Look at me. I done turned my deck upside down. All the cards is about to come out in reverse today. All right, so our question of the day is, what would you do first if you won a lottery? Hey, cousin, I'm from Shreveport. I don't know all this. Okay. Oh, yeah, we definitely cousins. You from Shreveport. Okay, yeah. All right. And I think this is the second time I've ever had people from Louisiana come into my lives. They show my lives to people all around the world, but people from Louisiana don't ever really be in here. I think I can remember like twice, and today is the second time. So I'm glad to see y'all here. All right, grand and glorious rising, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Daily Vibe with Goddess Ceion. I am Goddess Ceion. I am an intuitive, clairvoyant tarot reader from New Orleans. Hey, Winnie from Michigan. And with the Daily Vibe, what I do is I take one card from my tarot deck, which I'm shuffling it right now. And then 2 cards from each of my oracle decks, and I put together a reading for us. Let me shuffle on screen so y'all can see what I'm doing. All right, Houston. That's my second home. New York. Well, technically, yeah, Houston, my second home. Dallas, my third home. Yep, born and raised. I moved twice, but always come back home because I can't stay away from her. She keep calling me back. Every time I leave, I feel like Chingy and Tyrese. Move this phone's over here. I left when Katrina hit and I moved back, and then I moved again. And both times I moved to Dallas. So after Katrina, we lived in Dallas for about 6 months, and then we came back home. And I've been here. That happened. I was a freshman in high school when Katrina hit. So I've been back home for a while, but then I left again in 2017. And then I came back again in 2019 because, like I said, every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. Every single time, she just keep on pulling me back. So clearly, I have a purpose here, and this is why I have to be for a little while longer. But I'll be going again. That's just what I do. I leave and I come back. Now, I don't know where to next, but we'll see, y'all. Yeah, come on down. They got Jazz Fest coming up, and Lizzo gonna be here. That's like one of the big headliners. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to see Jilly from Philly, my girl. So, and of course, Maze. Y'all know people went to thinking Maze and Frankie Beverly was from New Orleans, and them people is not from down here. We just love them so much. But yeah, that's who I'm planning on going to see in April. The first thing you would do is buy a car in the house. I feel like, what kind of car and where would you buy your house? I think the first thing I would do, Rich Rising. Oh, I like that. Grand and glorious rising right back at you. I think the first thing I would do if I won a lottery is go on vacation, like by myself. Like, because I'm going to have to go on vacation by myself to just sit and think, what am I about to do with all of this money? The Jeep Wrangler. Oh, yeah, that's my dream cartoon. Next weekend. No, next weekend, that's the first weekend of April. I can't think of nothing right off the top of my head, but look on Eventbrite. That's going to be your best bet. Give it to my brother. All of it? I'm pretty sure your brother will want you to keep a little something for yourself. Wait, Isley Brothers going to be in New Orleans? Oh, wait, you know what? The Isley Brothers is going to be at Jazz Fest, too. Yeah, I forgot about that. Isley Brothers going to be at Jazz Fest. I know Lizzo going to be there. I'm mainly going to see Jill Scott. Like, that's who I'm mainly going to see. But if I can't see Isley, I'll do that, too, because I love the Isley Brothers. Like, oh, in Shreveport. Okay. Oh, they going to be in Shreveport? Okay, Isley Brothers. I think I did see them on the Jazz Fest lineup, though. I knew this card was going to come up for us. I was just waiting for it. Like 4 days ago in a reading, I want to say it was the day I pulled the Ace of Wands. I haven't pulled the Seven of Cups yet. If y'all go on YouTube and look at the live replays, I said that like 4 days ago. And I look at the card we pulling for today. Seven of Cups. I knew that was coming because I felt the energy. I knew that was coming. Ooh. I think, well, my vacation, if I won a lottery, my first vacation, honestly, it would be in the country. I would go to LA mostly because I want to go visit my spiritual community. So that would be like the first thing I would do. Like, I would probably take off a month to go to California just to do that. Like, go as many times as I possibly can go. And just kind of grow spiritually. Like, that's the one thing that is on my bucket list for this year, is becoming a spiritual practitioner through my spiritual community. So yeah, that would be where the first place I would go. Because again, I got to go figure out, what am I really about to do with all this money? Like, buy my mama a car, most definitely. Probably buy my little brother a house. I'm lying. I wouldn't buy nobody a house. I want to buy land and have my family build our houses on land. I would rather us do that. Is your community based there? Well, yeah. They're based in California, in LA. It's called Agape Spiritual Center. It's ran by Reverend Michael Bernard Bedwith, and I was like presented to it like 2 years ago, and I've been locked in ever since. And that's actually where I got these 2 oracle decks from. When I saw that they were selling tarot cards, I said, oh yeah, I'm home. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for this amazing gift. Thank you for allowing me to share this gift with the community. I come to you today humbly, gracefully, and gratefully, asking for one card message for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I would rather buy us like land and we can do like a compound. I have a big family, so I would rather us do that than for me to be buying different houses in different cities and states and all of that all over the country. Y'all come down here, build y'all house on this land. I'm not charging y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. And I would rather it be like that. That way I could still have like my family right there. Like, you know, we all close family, so I'm thankful for that. Like, I got really, really lucky with the family I got. So that would be what I would want to do. I want to buy a little city. If I won the lottery and it was some money like that. Because if y'all really look into it, I don't know if y'all really into real estate, but I am. You really could buy a little city for like $4 million. You really could do that. And I think that's so amazing. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to take much more money to like really build it and keep it up. But it's a lottery. Who cares? Spend that money. I've been doing tarot for going on 8 years now. Let me see. Oh, wait. 7 years. I've been doing it for 7 years. Yeah, sometimes for less. Like, I've seen a couple cities for like 2 million. But it just kind of depends on what state you want it to be in. But yeah, I would do that if I won the lottery, most definitely. Most definitely. All right. Okay. And this is our Soul's Journey lesson card for today. See, we pulled that card last week too. So clearly, some people are feeling anxious about these opportunities. But we're going to get into it. I got this one last tarot deck and then we're going to get started, y'all. Did everybody that's in here right now tell me what it was watching from? I only seen a couple people. Hey, Candy, Grand Rising. Oh, yes, baby. I throws down. I can cook. I definitely throw down. I could cook and I can bake. Indiana. Okay. I don't know if y'all heard me say it or not, but I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. Born and raised. Texas in the house. Okay, my Texans. Kentucky. All right. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for this amazing gift. Thank you for allowing me to share my gift with the collective. Please keep y'all coming to you humbly, gracefully, and gratefully asking today for one card message for the collective, please, Spirit. Thank you. So they have a vegan spot that I'm like tweaking to visit. Hey, Mississippi and Arizona. It's called what's the name of this place? I want to say it's called Vegan Eats in New Orleans. It's on Claiborne. I know where it's at, but I always forget the name of it. But I haven't been over there yet, just because I haven't really been in that neighborhood in a minute. But the next time I have like a day when I go in the city, because I live outside of the city, like I live in like if they, how they have like the city and then the suburbs, I would live in the suburbs. So I live like 15 minutes outside of New Orleans, the actual like downtown city part. So yeah, they food looks so good, and I've talked to like 2 people who are not vegan who's eating over there, and they was like, yeah, they food slap. So I'm going over there. It's on my bucket list. I was trying to wait for the weather to change, because I like going in the city on warm days, because then you can walk. It just now was cold down here. Then we had all that rain and stuff. Oh no. All right, our card for today, our dream oracle card for today is Ocean. So let's get into this read. I feel so awesome. Okay, so first of all, y'all, let me get this question off the screen. We're done with that. So I'm just going to say this again, just in case I had anybody else that just popped into the live. Grand, glorious rising. Hope y'all feeling good. Hope y'all feeling great. Happy Thursday. This is the Daily Vibe with Goddess Ceion. I am Goddess Ceion. I'm an intuitive and clairvoyant tarot reader from New Orleans, Louisiana. And every day I come live on TikTok. I pull, hold on one second, y'all. Oh, excuse me. I pull 1 card from my tarot deck and 1 card from each of my oracle decks. And I put together a daily vibe for us just to see exactly what's going on. And it seemed like everything flowing right on in, right on time. Okay. Little sneeze is coming out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. So we had a couple days ago, well, 2 days ago, we had the spring solstice. So that happened. The spring equinox. Look at me, solstice. We had the spring equinox. The sun went into Aries. The moon was also in Aries. And now today, officially, Pluto is moving into Aquarius. If you all don't know, if you're not really in alignment with astrology, Pluto represents the planet of transformation. So a lot of people collectively are going to be experiencing some transformations, personal transformations, and it's just in the energy. That's what's in the air. Now, let me go back to last week. Last week, we had a couple cards. We've pulled like the Ace of Swords. We've pulled the Ace of Wands. We talked about the 4 of Wands. We talked about the 3 of Cups. So we all knew that we had a lot of new energy coming in, right? A lot of people, like the message collectively has been for the past couple, like I'm gonna say the past 2 weeks or so, that for my people who are like coming out of hermit mode, that these people were coming out of hermit mode, and hermit mode is basically where you just kind of experience self reflection and introspection. Maybe you're experiencing what's called a dark night of the soul. That's when you kind of do shadow work and you focus on the things that are unseen by the world. So you really focus on the self, who you are when you are alone, and just focusing on that person and what it is that they like to do, the way that they think, the way that they feel, the way that they act, right? Because who you are when you're alone, that's who you truly are, right? That's who you truly are deep down inside. So a lot of people, as of 2021, I'm going to say, and really I can pull it back and go way back to 2020, because some people have been in hermit mode since then. And I don't want to really talk about the global, what happened, but I feel like collectively that did cause a lot of people to go into introspection and start thinking about what they really want and what they really want to achieve and what they really aspire to. And that's the reason why during those years we had a boom in entrepreneuring, right? Like entrepreneurship went up like drastically. People realizing like, I don't have to work for someone else to, 1, fulfill my purpose, 2, be happy, 3, make money and build security and structure for me and my family, people started to realize that. And it's because some of those people, like I said, went through their hermit mode. They experienced a lot of healing within themselves and transformation within themselves. And now that Pluto is in Aquarius now, like that energy is now shifting, right? So a lot of people are going to be experiencing transformational shifts. So over the past 2 weeks or so, we've been talking about, because it's been coming up in the reads, and if y'all want to check those out, you can look at my YouTube channel. Every day when I do a live, I upload the replay onto YouTube. You can follow and subscribe to that. It's Goddess Ceion on YouTube. And basically the message has been like, people are coming out of hermit mode, and now people are in a phase of their life where they're understanding like, okay, this is my goal, and so this is my action plan, right? So that has been coming up for a lot of people collectively. And I feel like when I looked at the astrology for today, I was like, oh, this is why. Like, I knew that was coming up, but I didn't realize how close we were to it when I started actually doing these reads, right? Even me doing these reads is something transformational, because I was so against, because to me, tarot is personal. Like, this is like a one-on-one thing that I like to do with clients, but I kept getting called to do it like this. And at first I was like, this not for me. Like, I'm not feeling this. But now it's like every day I'm waking up and I'm so excited to do this and just being able to talk to more people about this, because clearly the messages are needed, right? So I'm a vessel to share that gift, right? So that's the reason why when y'all hear me doing my shuffles and I say my little prayer, I always am thankful, because this is a gift to be able to do this. Not only to be able to do this, but to also do this, which is sharing it with you all. But anyway, I digress. Our card for today, I had to say that prerequisite just because it all tied into our card for today. Like I said, with the energy that we were getting, I remember saying a couple days ago, like, man, I'm surprised I haven't pulled the 7 of Cups yet. I'm so surprised that it didn't come out yet, because of the fact that so many people are coming out of hermit, and people are like planning their like taking a look at what their goal is and then building up their action plan. I'm like, once you start doing that, and now you're like working on focusing your alignment on whatever it is that your purpose is, and you're focusing on like finding fulfillment within your life, then that's you aligning with your purpose. And when that happens, you start to see so many options are available to you, and you have so many choices. So that's why I was like, I'm surprised I haven't seen the 7 of Cups yet. So now we'll talk about the 7 of Cups. So with the 7 of Cups, when you see this, you see how in each one of these cups, there is a different thing, right? You see that? So this could be love. What is this? This is like a blanket. So that can be like, I don't know, a magic carpet, like wishes coming true. This one is a snake. So maybe somebody being shady. This one looks like it's like a tower. So it's like you have the option to go this way, and you may have a tower moment. This right here, I would say like this right here will represent like the 9 of Pentacles, because it's like shiny, glooming little things. So this is like physical, manifestations, right? This right here, it represents like glory. So this is something good. And then of course this one will represent like the devil, right? So you have so many options that are available to you. And that's what the 7 of Cups definitely represents. I'm gonna sit this right here. All right, so that's what the 7 of Cups represent. Hi, Erica. Welcome in. All right, so that's what the 7 of Cups will represent. It represents lots of choices, or having a lot of options. The possibilities are infinite. Of course, you know, we all recognize that the possibilities are infinite, but it's like if you're at a place in your life, right, and you're ready for a transformation, you're ready for change, then the first thing you know you have to do is open up your mind to change and open up your heart to change, right? When you open yourself up to change and transformation, then you'll start to see, just by looking around you and really listening and paying attention, I have this option. I have this option. I'm not stuck here. I have this option. I have multiple options, right? You are gifted. You are smart. And when you understand what your gifts are and you say, you know, I can use my gifts to my advantage and I can use them like this. Let me put a goal up here because if y'all feeling me, I want y'all to let me know if y'all feeling me. All right. So if y'all know what your gifts are and you can utilize those gifts in order to get you to the point where you are now experiencing fulfillment in your life, it's like you kind of want to follow that. So now you're thinking, okay, I have all of these gifts. I have all of these talents. Now, how can I apply this to my life so that I can feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose? Okay, so with the Seven of Cups, though, even though it does represent a lot of options, a lot of choices and infinite possibilities, this is also opportunities being presented to you. So it's up to you to decipher and discern which of these opportunities are going to be the best route for me to take. So how are you going to decide that, right? You got so many decisions to make. How are you going to decide that? I'm going to teach y'all a little game that I like to play. Whenever I have too many decisions and I don't know which way to go, I it's like sitting in meditation, but instead of you like sitting in meditation, you're more so like just setting a time and space for you to allow yourself to let your imagination run free. Right? You know, when you're meditating, you're usually meditating to calm your body down and then to receive a message from your higher self. Whereas when you're in imagination, you're just letting your like brain visualize things, like visualize how would a day in a life look if I decided to go into this field, and how would I feel in a moment if this was to come up while I was learning this or something like that. So you can like create that illusion. Like I'm seeing the thing right now and it's trendy for people to say, I'm living in delusion. Hold on one second, my alarm clock. All right, I'm living in delusion. And it's not the fact that you're necessarily living in delusion. You're focusing on manifesting the alignment with whatever it is that you want, right? Whatever that goal is. So the way that you will reach a goal is by vibrating on the same frequency of that goal. So that's like earlier in the live, I was talking about showing the universe that you are ready for what you're ready for. Someone asked, will they be married this year? And I asked them, are you preparing yourself for a marriage? Are you preparing yourself for a partner? Right? So if you know that you want to get married, but you're not preparing yourself for a partner, you're going to confuse the universe. Now the universe don't know if you want to meet your person for real or not, because to them, you playing games, right? And that's kind of like, and we do that, you know, there's this, I'm not sure what to really call her. I'm gonna call her an author. She channels. All right. So there's this lady, her name is Esther Hicks, and she channels a collective consciousness called Abraham. And I talk about Esther a lot because her teachings really, it changed my life and it taught me a lot. And one of the readings, she was talking about how, well, one thing that she talks about all the time is allowing your cork to float. And more so, she's talking about getting into the vibration of what it is that you want, right? So when you're a person who's saying like, okay, I want to get married, I want to get married, I want to get married, but every single person that you meet, you don't want to talk to them. You don't want to give them a time of day. You're just not feeling it. And it's just like you shoot off all of these rockets of desire, but as soon as something comes a little bit in alignment with what it is that you're saying that you want, you shoot it down. So that energy is going to confuse the universe. So now the universe is like, okay, so what opportunities do I present to you? Because you're shooting everything down. Like, I'm not sure what to do, right? So what you want to do is once you have that goal, you start thinking of that plan, you allow yourself to kind of imagine for real, like what would that look like for you? And then if you like what that looks like, then that's when you start to do things that are in alignment with whatever that goal is. And that's the way that you can really show the universe, like, I am ready for this. I asked for this. This is what I want. And yeah, not all the time you're going to get it exactly the way that you want, but you're going to get it in the perfect way at the perfect time when it's meant to come. Right? So that could be a year from now. That could be next week. That can be in 6 hours. You just never know. But as long as, like I said in the beginning, you start this by opening your mind, opening your heart, and opening your ears. Once you're open to receiving what it is that you're asking for, then you'll be in better alignment to manifest whatever that is. So that's the reason why people say, they compare manifesting and praying, because it's the same thing. It's just a different word. That's it. I'm getting close to my phone to say it because I want y'all to hear me and I want y'all to hear. It's the same thing, y'all. So the same way that people say, like, you can pray and ask God for something, but faith without works is just a prayer, right? When you want to manifest something, you got to do the work to get in alignment with what that is that you're saying that you really want. And that's the way that you manifest things. So it's not necessarily that you have to work so hard and work. No, sometimes you just have to vibrationally and emotionally be in alignment with what that is that you're saying you want. So if you want to experience more joy, but you realize that sometimes you have a negative outlook on life, then that means that it's time for you to start focusing on ways to focus on the joy. Try to start finding the bright side of something. So like, say for instance, you get sick, right? You get sick and now you have to call off work for 4 days. Yes, you are sick. Yes, you do need to heal. But if you really think about it, in that time, if you had been ripping and running, stressed out, don't know what to do, that was your body saying, hey, baby, I'm tired and you need to lay down. But you was like, I'm not going to lay down. I'm going to keep on going. Your body going to start saying, hey, I'm telling you now, I'm tired. Go lay down. And you steady not going to lay down. And then you get sick. Hey, that's why. Because you wasn't listening to your body. And now your body going to let you lay down. Because now you have to heal. And you're going to get the rest that you needed. Sometimes when we do get sick, that's really just our body telling us, hey, you need to rest. So that's why when they tell you, like, you want to start focusing on a goal, they start telling you, make sure you're getting 8 hours of sleep at night. You have to make sure that your body is resting. Even though we are spiritual beings, we are having a human experience. And as a part of the human experience, we have this amazing body. I have an amazing body. I'm pretty sure you have an amazing body. We all are uniquely ourselves and uniquely built and different. So we got to take care of this beautiful temple that we have, right? And with that, that means you got to get your sunlight and you have to get your rest. Like I said, some people, when you feel like you are like, and this is just, I'm talking directly to my people who have felt like they've been stuck, right? Go get some sun on your neck. Let that sun touch your neck. If you're in a place right now where it's kind of snowing, because I know in certain parts of the state, in certain parts of the country, certain parts of the world, it's still winter time, so the skies may be kind of gray, so you can't get a little sun on your neck. But y'all, make sure you're getting enough vitamin D, D3. Because it'll definitely kind of help with those feelings if you're starting to feel kind of sad. But yeah, anyway, with the 7 of Cups, a lot of opportunities are going to be represented to you. Again, this is springtime for my people who are coming out of hermit mode. Now you've done that work. Now you're feeling better. You're feeling excited. You're ready for this transformation. And people are going to sense that on you. When you have a light around you, people are going to sense that on you and people are attracted to that. And what else is attracted to that is opportunities, right? So right now, start thinking, have your wishful thinking. Keep that positive mindset for as long as you possibly can. And not saying, oh, just never have a negative feeling. The thing is, when you do have a negative feeling, feel it. And then let it pass. And then go back to your state of gratitude because you are here right now. So that's at least the one thing that you can be you can have gratitude for is the fact that you are here. So that's going to be important in this time, especially again for my people who are coming out of hermit mode, is going to be important. So maybe you need to start meditating. If that's your call, then hey, this is the message for you. Start meditating. But start allowing yourself to sit and daydream. Allow yourself to let your imagination run wild. A lot of us, yesterday, the card was the 6 of Cups. And we kind of talked about getting back into that childish energy when you were a child and you just were so excited to do new things and ready to learn new things, and you were playful and you were letting that creativity kind of flow again. Those things are important to us in this time because, again, Pluto is now moved into Aquarius. This is going to be a season of transformation for a lot of people, and it's going to be there for I want to say it's going to be 2 years. So maybe over these next 2 years, you're going to be experiencing a transformation. But during that time, during that time of transformation, you're going to have a lot of opportunities presented to you. Now, if this was like a romantic reading and we got the 7 of Cups, then that means players, they gonna play, and haters, they gonna hate. No, I'm just playing, y'all. But that means, like, if you're single and this came up in a love reading for you, then that means that you're about to have multiple suitors. So you're going to have your picks. You're going to have your way. And you're going to have these people come into your life, but it's going to be up to you again to decipher and discern who's the one. Who's the one? Who's the girl? Who's the guy? Who are they? What they look like? Who they is? What they coming into you? What are your standards? Are they meeting your standards? Are they bypassing your standards and blowing your mind? So you're going to have that come up for you. So that's for my people who are single. Now, for my people who are in a relationship, then that means that it could be like a sign that your feet are not on the ground, right? Like, you're realistically in this relationship with this person, but you're fantasizing about what you wish your relationship was like, when you could talk to your person and tell them, like, okay, hey babe, I need this. Let's do this. What do you need? Am I showing up for you? Do we both feel fulfilled in this relationship, right? And you'll know, because again, you'll have to use your discernment and you'd have to decipher if that person can continuously give you exactly what it is that you feel that you need in a relationship, and on top of that, what you want in a relationship. And if not, then it may be time to start looking out at different possibilities for you, because maybe y'all are no longer in alignment. But that's only one side of it, right? So if you are in a relationship and you are realizing okay, wait, I'm fantasizing too much about this one thing and I'm kind of not getting it, but I'm also not telling my partner any of these things, and then you start to tell your partner those things and they start to work with you, then that's the person that you want to stay connected with, right? Because if you are steadily growing with them and they're steadily growing with you, then clearly you all are meant to grow together. But it's up to you, again, to have open and honest communications about how you're feeling, what you're dealing with. And then it's also up to you to discern and decipher if this is something that you should continue on with, or if this is something that you need to release. So only you're going to know that for you. Now, these opportunities and everything like that, this is what's to come. This is coming towards you. So it is going to take for you to have patience. You're going to have patience with yourself first and foremost, and you're going to have patience with those around you, okay? Because things take time, but everything happens in divine order. So our soul's journey lesson card for today is patience, and it reads, I accept that everything happens in divine order. I'm going to read it again. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay, so just because you're coming out of hermit time and you're thinking about your goals and you're doing your planning and you're doing your daydreaming, you're running around in your imagination, you're meditating, and it kind of feels like, okay, well, when is this stuff going to kick in? It's going to kick in when it's supposed to kick in, because everything happens in divine order. Okay? So many times we get impatient with ourselves and we want to have this quantum leap, but things take time, and baby steps are baby steps for a reason. You ever watch the baby take steps for the first time? And it's like, okay, they're going to get from here to there, but they're going to get from here to there. They're not worrying about how long it's taking them to get from here to there. They're just going from here to there, and they're experiencing the moment. And they're enjoying experiencing the moment. So when, instead of trying to focus on having that quantum leap being an overnight success, which most of the time that never happens. It may look like it, but you don't know what that person fully felt like. Okay? Okay, so For that person, they did what they needed to do. They set their goal. They had their plan. And then they accepted that everything happened in divine order. Right? So sometimes we have these plans and these goals, and we want to reach them so fast that it creates anxiety within us. And that's not what we want. So just continue on reminding yourself, claim it. I am patient. And y'all know at the end of this, I'm going to give y'all an I am affirmation for today. But anyway, you can do that in the mirror. Say to yourself every day, I am patient. When you feel like your anxiety is kicking in, the way that you remind yourself to ground yourself is to remind yourself, I am patient. And I accept that everything happens in divine order. I mean, you kind of don't have a choice. It's going to happen like that anyway. Right? All right. So that's our soul's journey. Lesson card for today, again, is patience. And it reads, I accept that everything happens in divine order. Our dream oracle card for today, it reads, ocean, go with the flow and flow with the glow. Okay? Go with the flow and flow with the glow. Go with the flow and flow with the glow. I'm going to say it one more time. Go with the flow and flow with the glow. Okay? So go with the flow. Like I said, it's going to take time. So it's going to call for you to be patient. Okay? And if you ever had a situation where the message for you has been to go with the flow, trust me, y'all, it can get so annoying. Like that was a message for me for a couple months. And I was just like, listen, I feel like I'm going with the flow, but I'm not flowing nowhere. I feel like I'm just sitting in the water. And that was not at all the case because, again, everything happens in divine order. So while I may have felt like that, it was up to me to keep on believing that this is going to happen. I want this to happen. I've come into alignment with what it is that I want, and it's coming. And I'm just going to be patient, and I'm going to wait for it to come in. I'm going with the flow. And whenever I would get a message or a little, well, mostly a message, I would get a little message like, okay, yeah, keep going with the flow. And that's what I'm doing. So go with the flow and flow with the glow. All right. And that's the message for today. Thank you all so much for being here. Now, before I let you go, I am going to go over the 3 weekly affirmations. If this is your first time ever tuning into this with me, then every week I come up with 3 affirmations and I share them with the collective. I share them here on TikTok, and I also share them on my Instagram page. And if you like to, you can follow me on Instagram at MisguidedGoddessPodcast, and you'll see it there, but you can also see it right here on my TikTok. If you just click on my profile, it'll come up. So our weekly affirmations for this week are, number 1, I don't need validation from others to know how amazing I am. I express myself. Started too fast. I allow myself to fully express my uniqueness without judgment or shame. And I trust my intuition, and I always make wise decisions. So again, like I said, y'all, when those opportunities come up for y'all with that 7 of Cups energy, remember, have your mind open, have your heart open, and have your ears open. Okay? Whenever you are ready to start receiving new things into your life, you have to be open to receiving. You have to release resistance. Release resistance. When it comes to your dreams, when it comes to your goals, you have to believe that you are working on becoming in alignment with whatever that is. You have to be open to it, though, and release the resistance. Okay? So, again, I always leave these off with an I am affirmation. This is a book that I wrote last year. It's called I Am Affirmations. It's 30 Days of Daily Affirmations. And in the beginning, I made sure I put this message in here because these are truly words that I live by. There is power in I am. On your self-love journey, say these affirmations in the mirror out loud daily. And we gonna flip through the book. And what we got? Oh, nope, I went too fast. All right, we're gonna go here. I am optimistic. And we gonna claim it. I am optimistic. Say it out loud where you are and say it with your chest. I am optimistic. Now, if you in the office, don't just bust this out. Everybody gonna be looking. Well, I don't care. Do it. If they look at you crazy, oh well. They'll know you optimistic today. You feeling optimistic. Okay? Your heart is open. Your mind is open. You are open to receiving. You're open to receiving your blessings, your lessons. Hello. Amen. Hallelujah. I am optimistic, and that's our I am affirmation for today. I am optimistic. This book is for sale, and if you like to purchase it, you can click the link in my bio and click on Goddess Ceion Publishings. It'll take you to my Amazon store where you will be able to see my books and journals. This is not the only one that I have, so definitely check that out. Or you can just go to Amazon and type in Goddess Ceion. But for my people who tapped into the live kind of later on, in about an hour or so, I will have this live stream. I just upload the replay onto my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to that. It's Goddess Ceion is the actual name on the thing. So just, tap in with that. But if you want to get to know me better or get to know me more, you can click the link in my bio. That'll link you to all things Goddess Ceion. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing day. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Peace, loved ones.